I'm going to show you how to make white and chocolate bread. For this recipe I'm using 260 grams of bread flour and 25 grams of milk powder, 1 egg and 7 grams of yeast and 25 grams of butter, 25 grams of caster sugar, pinch of salt and 100 milliliters of warm water, and going to use 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, or you can use the color that you desire. Even you can use less or extra. So to do this, first I am going to add the sugar and the yeast into this hot warm water and leave it about 5 minutes to activate. I added the flour and going to add the butter now, and then the milk powder, egg, and add enough salt always to your taste. As I always tell you that when you are mixing or kneading something, you have to add salt beforehand before adding yeast, and mix it before too, and make sure when you add the liquid you don't add it at once. You have to add it little by little to make sure that it's not becoming very wet. So you have to make a stiff bread dough. So I'm adding the yeast little by little into the flour and mix it, and I'm going to knead that about 10 to 15 minutes. And when you mix the dough, if you find it a bit harder or if it is more softer, what you have to do is add a little bit more flour. It depends on the size of the egg that you are using. So the dough is ready. Now what I am going to do now is, you can use a scale if you are not sure. Divide this into 3 parts and take 1 part, leaving 2 parts together like this. So into that, put that again back to the mixing bowl and add chocolate powder. You can add a little bit of milk or water to dissolve this once you mix this, if you find it a bit dry. So knead that back again about 5 minutes. Once the dough is ready, you can, if you can't mix well, you can put it on the bench and use your palm and just mix it like this for several minutes to make it nice and colorful. So spray a bowl and put that in, and the other one put it in a separate bowl and cover with a damp cloth and leave it in a warm place about 30 to 40 minutes until it double in size. The dough is ready, so I punch it down and put that on a floured bench top, and I'm going to make a rectangle out from this and the other one too. So I'm going to make a rectangle out of the chocolate one and the plain one. When you do it, try to do it the same as the other one. So take one side, one dough to the bench top, and take the other chocolate one and put that on top of the white one like this, and press it down, taking it to the corners, covering all the white parts of the dough. So now it is ready. So take one corner and try to roll it to the other end of the dough like this, and put the ends down and grease one loaf pan and put it in the loaf pan and leave it in a warm place until double in size again. So I'm going to put that in a warm place again about 40 minutes. The bread is ready, so I'm going to brush the top with the egg wash and put this in the oven 180 about 30 to 35 minutes until it's cooked and top is golden brown. I finished baking the bread. To check whether the bread is well cooked, touch it and see whether it gives a hollow sound, and I'm going to put this on wire racks to cool down. If you want a very large high loaf, you can double the recipe always. So if I cut this to show you how it looks like, see, it is really nice and colorful, and this is really good for kids lunch boxes and even for a party. And I hope you will enjoy this. Thank you for watching.